All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Back in hour number 2 of OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. I can't wait to get Tay-Tay's thoughts on this story. Austin Thomas, who was just let go as the LSU general manager, is returning to Ole Miss to be their general manager. Obviously, this is not Austin's first time at Ole Miss. It wasn't his first time at LSU. He's been at Ole Miss. He's been at LSU. He had a stop there in College Station at Texas A&M. But more than just Austin, and great friends with Austin. Happy that he found a spot so quick. But it feels like Ole Miss and LSU are like doing a trade for a player to be named later. Like, it just feels like this is like a little bit of a back and forth there, Tay-Tay. And not just, again, not with Austin Thomas going back to Ole Miss again, but just between LSU and Ole Miss.
Yeah, you know, the pipeline between LSU and Ole Miss needs to just be an upside-down pineapple logo at this point. I mean, the swinging back and forth is kind of where we're at between the Rebels and the Tigers because, I mean, he started at LSU, then I believe it was A&M, back to Ole Miss, back to LSU, now back to Ole Miss. There's reports that Trinidad Chambliss, yesterday he goes, oh, well, I don't know what my future holds. We'll look at all options. Of course, everyone's going to link him to LSU. Kiffin basically takes his entire offensive staff with him to LSU. And a couple guys flipped on signing day from LSU to Ole Miss. I mean, it's almost like they have merged into one program. It's a little bit odd here, but Austin Thomas back second stint at Ole Miss.
It's so fast. I texted y'all that yesterday. I was like, this is just so humorous to me. Like when I saw Austin Thomas going to Ole Miss and like, congratulations to them. It's a great job. All that stuff. It's just like, and you could just put like anybody's name. You could put John Doe there. And it's just funny to me because it does. It seems like they're trading. I'll trade you, one head coach for one GM and position coach. It's just like, it feels like Ole Miss is like, all right, well, you took our coach. We're just going to take everything as much as we can. If they've been at LSU in the last 12 months, we're going to take them. Just because. It's funny. It's funny to me. And it's so weird to me, like the college world of coaches and especially like general managers. Like what does that term mean? I still don't know if that term is like completely defined to me of what it means in the college football world. Like it is, of course, in the NFL world for me.
Right.
But like certainly if you leave a job in the NFL world as GM, you're certainly probably not going to be invited back to do that same job at the same place. So it's just fascinating to me of the college football world. I'm still trying to figure it out and play catch up. I'm just like, how does this guy go to the same place twice at two different places? So I don't know. It's a fascinating world for me. But I just found it funny yesterday. I like laughed out loud when I was driving in my car and I saw that they had hired him because it just seems like Ole Miss is doing everything they can just to land LSU people. Because they're pissed.
So Lane Kiffin brought GM Billy Glasscock with him from Ole Miss. So he replaced Thomas in the spot that he had held for the last 2 years. So that was, I believe, Austin's third stint, if I'm not mistaken, at LSU. but Austin did work under Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss in 22 and 23. So last week, I think this happened on the weekend. I'm not sure if we hit it here. Kelvin Bolden, who was at Ole Miss, went to LSU, went back to Ole Miss as well. So he's going to be a part of their front office staff there again.
Cool. Great.
Just-
Super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, college football's wild to me.
Their
The whole-
running
the whole
back coach, I
situation.
think, also came here, Kevin Smith, and then he was like,
And
nah.
wasn't there rumors of like Frank interviewing or Frank to
Yeah.
Ole Miss
There
as
were
well,
rumors
right?
about
Did
that.
if Smith
There are
come here?
rumors
Right.
that if Smith stayed here, he would go to Ole Miss, but Smith ended up staying at Ole Miss. And then, I don't know, this is just all really funny to me because also they did it with the recruiting too. Like the signees were like flipping from LSU to Ole Miss, from Ole Miss to LSU. It's cracking me up. They're just like trading people off.
It kind of started last year because your two defensive guys that entered the portal were Sage Ryan and Deshaun Womack.
Right.
Where did both of those guys go?
Right.
Ole Miss. When Logan Diggs left here 2 years ago, where did he go? Ole Miss.
I got it. Like, here's my real question: is like, take anybody's name. You can Austin Thomas because we're talking about him right now. Glasscock because we just talked about him. Right, like this whole general manager in college football world is such a new concept to everybody. Like we're all trying to figure out this NIL world. We're all trying to figure out this recruiting people from other places and having to roster turnover a new roster every single year. Like, what metric are we using to grade or judge or determine a general manager in college football? Like Austin Thomas, I heard all the time about how he's the best and he had this high paycheck and the salary and everything. Like, what metric are we using? Like, why is he good? Why is this Glasscock guy good? Like, what are we doing to determine that? I have no clue. Like in the NFL, it's pretty cut and dry, right?
Yeah.
Because you're hiring the coach,
Right.
You're bringing in these free agents every single year. I still think the waters are really muddy in college football to determine. I mean, I guess the coach and the AD and everything can see like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, you get credit for like Glasgow get credits for like Trinidad Chambliss, but does he? Like, I have no idea. Like, what power do they hold? Like, because GMs in the NFL and all other sports organizations are like the top of the pyramid. Like, there's some like Belichick in New England, like he was the top of the pyramid. He was like the acting GM or whatever. But like the GM in college football is like what down on the pecking order a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's probably a little bit different everywhere, but I think it's, roster management, roster retention, roster additions to the portal. And when I say management, to make sure that, you don't sign 7 receivers and not have an option at left tackle outside of your backup center.
Well, then if we're judging based on that, then the GM here has not done like a great job.
Yeah.
Right? Objectively, I love all. Like I really enjoy. We same flag football play. It was
Same.
but like it was offensive line wasn't good this year.
Right.
Some issues on the defensive line, and like we just kept waiting. Brian Kelly said, "Wait till year 3. Judge me on year 3." Well, he just never had a complete roster, right?
Yeah.
I think they're
And
also.
I think, sorry, go
That's
ahead,
what I'm
Lonzo.
just
Oh,
saying.
no, I was just
That's the
going to say
metric.
that I feel like they're also kind of like the middleman between LSU, because LSU has a really good NIL, like the play fly NIL max.
Yeah.
Like they have a really good department in that. Like they're probably ahead of a lot of people. And the Taylor in them that head that up, great. Like they're awesome. But I think that the general manager is kind of the middleman between the team
right.
Yeah.
and the coaches and the staff and everything and the roster and that NIL department that they have.
Yeah, and that highlights my question though. Like, what metric is used to determine how good a GM really is, right? Like, why? Because if they're going to get credit for things, they have to get blamed for things, right?
For sure.
And to your point, like GMs in the NFL is roster management. Like you were just talking about, like, have you had the complete roster? No, I get it. Like a lot of people want to say, hey, this guy here, like he's considered top of the line and all that. I mean, what exactly have you won with him in that role? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
and maybe it's a completely different because like I said, with the GM not having the ultimate control in college football, because you would think that's the AD and you would think that's the head coach. The GM is just like the head scout and the main communicator the main conduit between a player and the coach or the AD or whoever it is.
I think it is a little bit different everywhere depending on where you're at. Like for Stanford, Andrew Luck is their GM, and he makes all the decisions. He makes the decisions on the head coach, the roster, the assistant coaches, like all those things.
So their AD doesn't.
No, it is Andrew Luck's football program.
Really?
Ron Rivera is the GM at Cal. Same situation. Now, Austin Thomas wasn't doing that here. Not going to do it at Ole Miss.
Yeah, but wasn't he also one of the most highly paid general managers?
Yeah. I'm saying, but it's going to be different everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Andrew Luck is more of an NFL GM at Stanford.
Yeah, you just like the title.
Like
the
Shaquille O'Neal's
really
the GM of basketball at Sacramento State.
But that, though, I feel like he's just like a brand ambassador kind of thing. Like with Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little different
yeah,
everywhere.
For sure.
Right. I guess that's my question. What did Austin Thomas do?
I think his was more of what Jake pointed out with like the roster management, and I think he had a lot to do with NIL. I think so.
Yeah.
With like the deals and getting the brands and all that. Like the Nike thing, I feel like he probably had a hand in that.
Right. And what he did might have been amazing. I'm trying to define
No,
it.
I've
Because
always
like
kind of
I don't
been
think
like that.
there's
if a
like a
head coach-
definitive thing
And
right
if,
now.
Like
'cause it's
Lane
new.
Kiffin coming in, he wants to bring in his guy because maybe he knows what his guy, like there's a defined role. And like we're saying, every GM might have a different role in every system. So
And
maybe
then
that
Austin's role is different than
Austin's
what
role
Lane
and what-
wants his GM to be.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Austin. So it might not be like, Austin, I don't want you here, not because you're not good at what you do. It's just what you're doing is not what I want from my GM to do. That's not the role I want you to play.
So I'm saying, like, you got to define it, obviously, when you hire somebody, but it is going to be a different role in different places. I actually, like, if I'm hiring a general manager, like, I want them to be able to have the ability to design the roster, right? I want to give them that job, give them that responsibility. And then if I have a player, just like in the NFL, that I want to go get, then I want to be able to say, hey, I'm trading in the wild card here. Like,
Right.
go get this player.
Yep. I like that because it's a pro football model. It's a pro football approach. Like if the roster's not good, the GM gets fired. If the team's not good, the coach gets fired.
Yeah.
If neither one of them are good, they both get
They both-
fired.
yeah.
And the AD more so acts like the owner.
Yeah.
Right. And so that would be cool, but like it's just a wild thing to wrap your head around in college football that the head coach, who has always been the top dog in a program at college football, like won't have complete control of his roster. So that's what we're saying. Like in the pro football model, they do not have, they can make suggestions and say the GM, just like scouts in the NFL, GM in the NFL will be like, hey, offensive coordinator, head coach, quarterback coach, tell me who your top three, like what quarterback of this list would you want me to go after? And they'll take that into consideration.
Yes.
They're never going to go against the coach.
Yeah.
But it's just wild to me that with what college head coaches are being paid this day and age compared to what GMs are getting paid. I mean, we're talking 10 to 14 million to 750,000, right? There's a pretty big
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but I see what you're saying.
There's a big pay gap there.
Yeah.
That the head coach is still not going to be completely in charge of everything that happens.
Yeah, right.
And
Yes.
then if that's the case, then what's the job of the GM?
Yeah.
I guess it's managing the NIL stuff. Securing opportunities. No clue.
I would want my coach in college football because of what you just said. I would want them to have the final say in portal decisions. I would want the assistant coaches that are looking at the portal and the general manager to come up with a plan. Coach, 5 quarterbacks. Here's how we rank them. Here you go. Here's our information. You pick the one you want.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, like the pay wage is completely different.
Yeah.
And like it's going to be closer attached. It's almost like in the portal is your head coach, like a GM and a draft choice in the NFL.
Right.
Like do your due diligence. Like you have a job to scout. Make sure that player is good enough to play here and fits in your system.
You got to bring me the couple guys, but I'm going to still make the decision. But usually it's the GM in the professional football world, which college football is professional football now, but in the real professional football world, it's the GM that hires the coach. So technically he works for the GM.
Yeah.
And can be fired by him. It's just, it's a flip.
Again, that's like
college football. You're figuring it out. You're a little drunk right now. You're going to figure it out, though. It's great. We do have someone made the comment in the Bayou 4 chat here that said Austin Thomas was on the sidelines talking to BK during like game
He had a headset.
management situations.
Yeah.
That
like
GM
that part
don't
of
do
it, that part I never understood what like having him on the sideline with a headset. Like I don't know what those communication.
I feel like I
tactics were.
asked one time because I was like, "What? Why does the general manager have a headset on the sideline?" I feel like maybe you just say you didn't know. I feel like somebody told me he is in charge of like the timeouts or something.
The clock management.
Yeah.
I would assume like that would be the scenario. Hey coach, here's the situation. Hey, go for it here. Like the analytics tell you that because every staff has one of those.
Yeah.
It's not typically
It's not the general manager.
Yeah.
You don't want that's a time consuming job because you have to take mental reps of every single clock situation you can.
Right.
Like I was watching one last night in the NFL game. I was watching just a clock situation of when do you take this time out? There's like 33 seconds left. Like, do you take it now? Do you take it like when do you take it? Like you got to play through everything. That's a job to do that. So you need to be a GM.
No offense to him, that's a coach's job. Like you have to have coaching experience for that. And like she was talking about him being on the headset, like shoulder to shoulder with BK pretty much the entire game. I didn't pay as close attention when it was Frank, but yeah, I mean that's not something you should be doing as a GM. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no. What else could he have been doing? Relaying personnel to BK? I'm trying to think of what other communication jobs there would have been.
I don't know.
Well, how fun. We're really unpacking some stuff in here.
No, I mean, but like, again, like if you're gonna have a general manager, like you got to define that role, and it's cloudy in college football compared to the NFL. NFL, like you said, you know what it is. College, I think it's different in every different location, and like that's what is a little bit different. And you're making close to $1 million per year in that role as well. So like you got some big responsibilities.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB. Actually, let's do this. Let's get a little OTB mailbag when we come back. So go ahead, get inside the Bayou 4 chat on YouTube. Get your OTB mailbag questions in. We'll get to as many as we can when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground, both locations, and check out the homepage of pelicanroof.com. Why do I tell you that? Because you will see the 5-star reviews, over 600 5-star reviews. You got testimonials right there on the homepage of past clients. I can tell you this, anytime you see a project that Pelican Roof is doing, it is different than everybody else. The entire process is clean. There's no huge mess. There's not trucks everywhere. There's not debris everywhere. No, it's just like they're going to get the job done. They're going to keep their workspace clean, efficient. PelicanRoof.com.
That's right. You'll see it right there. From humble beginnings to the industry leader here in Louisiana. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. So what does that mean for you? If you have a project going with them, a brand new roof replacement, roof repair, whatever it is, they will dedicate a project manager specifically to your job to get that TLC that they'll give to each and every single roof. So go check them out and check out financing options right there. PelicanRoof.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
I'm the sun and the air. All the shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am sun and air. Of nothing in particular. You should your mouth. How can you say I go about things the wrong?
All right, welcome back in OTB. Before we get to OTB Mailbag, we'll remind you about our friends over at Marucci, the Marucci's Hitter's House, right there off of Segan.
Batters up.
Did you just say batters up?
Yep.
Alondra went in there, took some hacks on Friday. Look, you can as well. Baseball, softball. I know the warehouse sale is over, but that does not mean that you can't get a great deal right now. Obviously, with Christmas coming up, the season about to start here. A lot of teams get started in January. They have the latest. They have the greatest. They are the official bat of Major League Baseball. If you're looking for a new bat grip on your bat, on your golf club, they've got you covered. If you're looking for batting gloves, helmets, Marucci is a one-stop shop there. And again, you can go test out the bats as well. One of the great features they have over there, you can go buy your new bat, get in the cages immediately. It is the one-stop shop. You can check out all the information on their website. That is MarucciSports.com, MarucciSports.com. Check out the Hitter's House. I think we need to get you over there, Bo.
Oh, yeah. I'll take some cuts. Take some rips.
All right. Wish I wouldn't have heard that. It is now time for a little OTB mailbag.
Special delivery! I have this special delivery for off the bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
We'll be writing to you.
The internet. What the is the internet?
Hashtag OTB mailbag. Is Alondra Taylor moving to Chicago to help T-Bob run a wake-up barstool? I don't want to speak for Alondra, but I can tell you it was 1 degree in Chicago earlier this week, and knowing her like I do, I'm not sure that she's looking forward to that.
I would not want to live in Chicago for a multitude of reasons, but I also would never want to work for Dave Portnoy ever in my life.
Yep, there you go.
I wouldn't ever want to interact with him, actually, like in any sort of capacity.
Because you respect them too much?
No. I actually don't respect him at all. I have zero respect for that man.
All right.
I'm not doing it just because I feel like Chicago sucks.
Chicago's actually a great place.
He also never asked us, so.
Chicago's fantastic. How do y'all feel about Chicago deep dish pizza?
Never
No.
had it.
I don't like deep dish.
You don't like deep dish. Have you ever had it in Chicago?
No, but I don't like.
I don't think
like
you can
deep
judge
dish
it by, like, and this is a real thing. It's not like one of those things, well, you can only make bourbon in Kentucky. You can only, like, do this, like, the Chicago, like, the couple places that are popular in Chicago are, like,
Just
different.
the
They're
style,
built
though. I'm
different.
more of like a thinner.
Yeah, I mean, it's
pizza,
a
so-
fork and knife situation for sure, but it's elite. Used to be this one spot we'd go. We'd play in Chicago every year, and we'd always stay at the Westin on
Yep.
Michigan Avenue.
Yep.
And I would have walked
Great
to
little
it.
steakhouse right by there, too, on the
Hey,
corner.
man, there's so much. Like,
Yeah.
there's a ton, but you're right, there is. There's a couple blocks away. I could still take the little trip in my head right now, walking down it, and there's this little place we go eat every time. It wasn't one of the popular ones. It was just like this little hole in the wall bar, and it had an amazing deep dish. Look forward to it every year. But it is cold. It was cold one year. We played my rookie year. We played there on a Monday night, and it was so cold the night before. It was like negative 45 wind chill. This is like before Christmas, or the Christmas lights, and so I was like looking forward to seeing the Christmas lights on Michigan Avenue. And we were there the night before. Well, there was a 1/4 inch of ice on the inside of my window because it was so cold.
No.
They had one of those AC units that like blew, like that
Yeah.
was like under the window.
Yeah.
Yep. 1/4 inch under. So I got to get like a blow dryer, and I blow dried like one little hole so I could see outside.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's chilly.
To be fair, I've never been there, though, so maybe I would like it, and I just don't know. but-
Everybody I know that says like that's the coldest city they've been to, though. Like, they call it the Windy City for a reason. There's high buildings. Apparently, the wind is like awful.
There's a couple that like fall into that category.
Yeah. Tell them
Here
to going in the winter.
Indianapolis
Just
is-
go in the summer. It's beautiful.
Here, Indianapolis is really cold.
You're in the combine, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Pretty frigid. Like the wind is what matters. Like Kansas City's
Yeah.
not the coldest place.
Yep.
When you play on Arrowhead, that wind is miserable. Cleveland, same situation. Not the coldest places, but when that wind gets involved,
Yep. And this brings us to our next question here. OTB mailbag. What is the coldest game you ever played in? And that was certainly it. The night before, it was minus 45 wind chill. There was actually a wind chill warning. They said do not go outside for more than 5 minutes at a time because you will start developing ice crystals in your lungs.
What?
But we played on Monday night, and it was a little heat wave came through. It was minus 22 wind chill. So no crystal ice lines, but it was Vaseline. You'd have to pick Vaseline in your nose so your
Yeah.
boogers didn't freeze and become like little shards of glass in your nose and give you nosebleeds.
That's insane.
I
See,
feel
that's too cold. You can't do that.
it's football weather.
That's
Matt,
beyond football weather.
That's not football weather.
So my question was like -45. I think it's an unprecedented situation. Like for outdoor sports, like if the game was on Sunday night instead of the Monday night, would they have canceled the game? If there's like literally a warning that says do not be out there for more than 5.
I don't know. That's a different level. Like my coldest was -7, and that was miserable. Now I don't like. If you could start talking about -7, -11, -17, like, is there that big of a difference? I don't know. But it was like in running backs, we don't
At that point,
sleeves.
it probably goes by like 10 degrees increments of actually feeling it.
Right.
Probably.
Like we don't, you don't wear sleeves. You can't wear the Vaseline on the arms either because like fumble. Obviously you can't. So like it was like immediately you came off the field, you threw the big heavy coat on, even if it was like for a play, and then you took it off and then you ran back in there.
Yeah, to your point though, it's like when it like if you, on the flip side of heat, like 72 and 82 is a lot different. 82 and 92 is a lot different. 92 to 102 is a lot different. But like when you go from like 15 to 5, it's not that much different.
Yeah.
Now 15 to -5, you start feeling it. It's piercing a little bit. Certainly -15 pierces a lot more. -40, death.
Yeah.
There was a dude in our chat yesterday from like North Mississippi, and we were talking about how it was like 28 degrees here, and he goes, "Y'all think that's cold? Come up here in North Mississippi, it's 21." I'm like, buddy, that's the same thing. Come on.
We used to roll our windows down in the middle of winter when it got above 32. It was like, oh, thank God.
That's fun.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, the humid cold is different.
It is.
The cold
It
down here
sticks to
does.
you. It like seeps into your
Yeah.
bones.
I mean, there's a little bit of humidity up in Green Bay because it's by the water,
Yeah.
but it's not like the humidity here.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. How much manage could a manager manage if a manager could manage a manage?
So much manages.
True.
Like if it's
Upper
Glasscock
management.
or Austin Thomas, like a general amount.
That was good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
OTB Mailbag, hashtag here. I did it backwards. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. On a
Hashtag
scale of
ask
1 to
the chef.
10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does Flynn hate Tyler Shuck? 0. I don't hate him at all. I love him. I think he's great. I've told y'all, I'm a new fan of the Saints. And
we talked about it yesterday.
I don't remember ever saying a bad word about him. Just
our
because I talked
entire thing
positive
was
about somebody
talking
else.
Positive about Spencer
Doesn't mean I
Rattler, 'cause
hate-
Spencer was doing good things, and you wanted him to get some more help and guys make a play here or play there. Tyler Shucker's come in and found a way to win those games that they couldn't win, that they got close to winning, and he deserves all the credit for that.
Yeah.
The Saints quarterback room is in a healthy place right now.
Yeah.
Saints quarterback room is very healthy.
It is.
And I know people might not. There's some people that don't want to hear that. They're just hell bent on drafting a quarterback. But
That's
just
stupid.
talking in NFL circles, the Saints and other teams feel like they're in a good spot. So you go get a game changer at edge rusher, a game changer at receiver, wherever you feel like at 5, 6, 7, wherever you're drafting, and you don't have to make a move. I said 5 in front of it. I guess it still counts.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a
it
good
never matters.
situation.
You say those things.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think the first thing that you need to draft is a receiver.
Receiver.
Chris
and the edge
Olave
rusher.
is just not
I
doing
mean,
it.
you could
Like,
say a couple of different positions, and
for
people are
sure.
like, yeah, I get it.
No,
Yeah, for sure.
like we've talked about
I can
it.
back
You
that up.
have a 2 at every single position that you have, so you can draft literally anything in the first round, and it'd be a good one if you draft the right person. But I would love if you go out there and get just like a stud receiver in the first round.
All these people talking about drafting quarterbacks, go ahead and give me a quarterback in the upcoming draft that you know for sure is better than Tyler Shuck. There's not one out there. There's not. You could say, oh, Mendoza. Are you
could
sure
say
they're
that
better
any
than
year,
Tyler
though.
Shuck?
Hashtag OTB
you're right.
Mailbag. What was your conclusion on portal quarterbacks? Missed it this morning.
I don't think we got a conclusion
Yeah,
yet.
so I guess we're waiting for the totality of the group and what it is in the portal of like what we think's in there right now. I think that Sam Levitt would fit exactly what you're trying to get done in a Lane
Yep.
Kiffin offense.
I'm a quarter and a half into watching Sam Levitt film. Not great so far.
I think you need to go back to a year ago when he wasn't trying to play through injury.
Okay. He might be injured here. Got to see how he plays.
So he is coming off of an injury.
It-
And there's some people they're like he's not going to be ready for the season. Everything I've seen says April, May, good to go. So
Yeah.
I mean he may miss spring,
What
but
was
also
the
he's been
injury?
in college for 3 years, so it doesn't.
What was the injury?
He had like 2, right, Jake? It was
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I think one of them was an ankle. And I don't remember the other. He
All
had
right,
2 different injuries.
Let me ask y'all this: Give me 4 legit options
Yeah,
to
Liz
watch some
Frank.
film on.
So there you go.
Liz
Liz
Frank.
Liz
Which
Frank,
one? That's
okay.
ankle, foot. I don't.
That's
know
foot.
exactly.
Foot, top of the foot, I believe.
Oh, Liz Frank.
All right, 4
I know Liz
legitimate,
well, unfortunately.
4 legitimate options, like that are in
Yeah.
the portal.
And it's hard to like come to a conclusion here, basically, because hell, Lane Kiffin got a guy from Ferris State last
Right.
year. Like, we're not going to be making that big of a deep
And look,
dive.
if Trinidad Chambliss finds a way to get another year and put himself in the portal, him.
Yeah, his
Because you
comments
already know
yesterday
what that
were-
looks like within that offense.
Yeah, his comments yesterday were pretty a little open ended, weren't they?
Yeah.
He wasn't real definitive on anything.
All right, I'll give you 4. Dylan Raiola.
Oh boy,
I mean, you asked for legitimate options.
is he though? Okay, let's go.
His numbers are better than you think.
He's so cringe.
I mean, I agree.
So cringe.
Do we want to include Lagway? So
I just
Lagway.
don't know if he fits. Like,
I don't
but
either.
again, what does a fit mean, really?
But I mean, I'm just thinking of guys that are.
DJ,
in the
yeah, I
portal
think that makes
currently.
sense though. We'll do-
Sam Levitt
Okay,
and CJ Bailey.
who's that again?
He's from NC State.
What's his name? Sam Bailey.
CJ.
CJ. All right. Learn something new every day here on the show.
Those are just the names that have been mentioned the most, like national.
Okay.
I don't know if LSU's interested in any of them.
Dylan. Hey, Dutch.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Hashtag Ask Flynn. What play do you remember more in the 41-34 Bama game? Underthrown screen in your own red zone or the throwback from early Doucette? Great hands, by the way.
Underthrown screen. Like the interception?
Screen.
I don't think it was a screen. It was a naked bootleg. When I threw an interception on?
I don't know.
It was a naked bootleg. I just didn't get it over the defensive end. We've seen it 1,000 times. Most memorable play. I remember the deep ball to. All right.
It restarted.
I remember the deep ball to D-Bird down the right sideline for a tutter. That was fun. Remember a couple picks, 3 in the second quarter.
You remember handing it off to me?
No.
No.
Not very memorable.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Should the first Christmas movie I watch with my girls be Ernest Save Christmas or Jingle All the Way? Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All
Both
the
are
Way
great.
is
Ernest is great.
Jingle All the Way, though.
I hadn't seen Ernest in a long time. Just go Santa Claus, dude.
And that wasn't a choice. They weren't asking about that one.
Okay.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Do you think that Kiffin and staff could develop Lagway into a good quarterback?
I mean, it's kind of one way, right? Because you haven't seen a ton from Lagway in 2 years, but also you have no reason to believe that Lane can't.
I think DJ needs about a redshirt year. I think he needs a couple of years to mature into his body. I think every kid's a little bit different on how they grow. I think he grew so fast. I think he's going to continue to deal with soft tissue injuries, a little here, a little there. I think he's old. I think he's supremely talented. I just think he needs a little time to cook.
Last one. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Hashtag Ask Flynn. Why does a Mahai have a holiday edition?
I don't know, like apple cider.
Yeah, like the hell? What was
I don't know,
it?
like apple
Eggnog
cider, like an
flavored?
eggnog flavored
Yeah.
hydration drink.
I don't think any of it would be good if you did.
Y'all ever seen that Saturday Night Live skit? I think it was a commercial of like the cookie dough Gatorade, and they're like eating.
No.
Yeah. It's,
That sounds good.
Huck would love it.
yeah.
Huge Gatorade guy.
All right, easy, everybody.
God, Huck loves it. It's his favorite hydration.
Let's go to break.
Tastes way better than my high.
Taste,
Bad clock management. Go to break.
Gatorade. Hydration, My High. I actually think My High tastes delicious, Matt.
I do
It's-
too.
It's objectively better than anything.
The blue one, whatever that flavor that is.
Oh yeah,
that's
Iceberry
the one
Blast. You
Yeah.
kidding me?
I actually like the flavor that's the color of Matt's shirt.
Island Ice Blast.
Yep.
Wow,
What
he
he
let
said.
us try that one in the studio one time. I
Yeah,
remember that.
what he said. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raids and Canes studio.
Off the bench. Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. I want to remind you about our friends over at Boudreaux's Electrical Services. Boudreaux'Electrical.com. Top right corner of the website. Get that free Generac quote. Also, check out the Boudreaux Boost right there on the homepage. It is better care, better service. New customer one-time service visit, exclusive maintenance offer for Generac generators. Air-cooled generators, $199. Liquid-cooled generators, $299. Claim your boost on the website today. It's more power. It's more protection. It is the ultimate peace of mind when you call 985-397-1562 or 225-300-9389. You can check them out on the website today. That's Boudreaux'Electrical.com.
Y'all get a chance to watch the game last night? Monday Night Football?
I did.
Steelers hosting Miami Dolphins in a cold game. Football weather last night for sure.
Big dub for your boy.
Yeah, the guy looked good last night. Look out right now. The Steelers, they people were writing them off a couple weeks ago when they were faltering a little bit.
Yeah.
The Ravens had got Lamar Jackson back. Joe Burrow was coming back. They're like, well, the Steelers. But now they are holding on to that lead, NFC North. And currently, the season ended today, set to host a playoff game. So
Against?
Who do we
LA
say
Chargers.
the Chargers. That's right. So they would be the fourth seed, and the Chargers currently have the same record as the Bills, but hold the tiebreaker. So currently in the AFC, the Chargers are the first wild card.
Division record, I think, is the first.
Does
I'm
it go
not
to
mistaken.
conference
If you
route?
don't have a head-to-head.
Okay,
thought it
he
went
goes to
division.
division or conference.
I thought it went division.
Could be the conference.
Could be the
yeah.
conference. But the Chargers haven't lost a division game. They are 5-0 in division.
Right.
So if
Pretty good.
they beat the Broncos, they will sweep the division this year.
So they've already beat the Broncos once.
Yeah.
So they're 5-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, swept the Chiefs, swept the Raiders, beat the Broncos
Yep.
once.
So last night was that was a Jacob Hester type of game last night. That's why I was kind of shocked that you didn't like the cold weather games, because it turns into a meathead low man wins
I said I
situation.
didn't like them. I just think when I think football weather, I think and maybe it's because I'm from the South. I think a bazillion degrees, all the humidity in the world, sweat in your cleats, because that's what we know.
Yep. And look, the Steelers are a good football team. I'm not going to say they're great, but they got a really good, especially in the cold weather. Watch out for them in the cold weather, especially if they're going to host a playoff game. That's why these next couple of weeks are really important for them. Kenneth Gainwell, Jalen Warren, a really good 1-2 punch in the backfield. There was, I think, the first drive of the second half yesterday, it was 6 runs in a row, 6 runs, bam, 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 eating up some yards, then heavy play fake touchdown to none other than Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Of course.
MVS, for whatever reason, we all learned that he was on the Steelers last night because he caught a touchdown.
Him and Adam Thielen.
Yep. But the Steelers, they have some, him and Adam Thielen, which is wild. He actually looked pretty good in his uniform too. They had a good looking receiving core yesterday. But I think they have a few roster challenges for the Steelers right now. They have a good roster. I'm not going to say it's a great roster, but they got some experienced guys, and I'm cheering for him hard, obviously. And of course, they got a 42-year-old quarterback, but playing his ass off. He playing really well, staying, and as the weather gets colder, he and that offense are going to get better. So I'm hoping they host the game, and unfortunately, I hope they win a playoff game. That's my goal for them. I hope, if this is Aaron's last run, I hope he goes out as winning a playoff game, or goes out on a shield.
Yeah. If it's the Chargers, I hope they lose by 40. But other than that, I'll be rooting for them.
And that's why I love Aaron, Matthew Stout, old school tough dudes, man. Old school tough, and it's fun to watch those guys play. So,
all right,
we got a couple more weeks of it, of a career watching A-Rod.
All right, we'll play a little catch up here. We've got Devin Snow, we've got Nick Underhill. We have a lot coming your way in hour number 3. More OTB when we come back live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. When you go to the homepage there, you can have a chat with a live agent. You also can check out cases they can handle for you in the courtroom. You can check out past client results, all right there at your fingertips. So go to the website today, see what they can do for you. Always remember, you can pick up the phone Give them a call anywhere in the state of Louisiana. All you got to do is put your area code followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Give them a call. If anywhere in Louisiana, like literally top, bottom, middle, left, right, whatever it is, if you've been injured, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys are here to fight for you. Here to fight for everybody in Louisiana and get what you deserve. So if you or a loved one has suffered an injury due to somebody else's negligence, you need a Louisiana personal injury attorney that gives back to the community and cares about Louisiana. So just remember that if something happens, it's not your fault. Get what you deserve. Let somebody fight for you. That's Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com. All right, welcome back here off the bench. I want to give a huge shout out to the good folks over there at RejuvaMe, RejuvaMeMedical.com. If you're not feeling yourself, if you're feeling a little down in the dumps, a little low energy, yeah, that kind of happens. It's natural. That's how our bodies work. They stop making as much testosterone, hormones, whatever, little imbalances. So the hormone replacement experts in Louisiana for over 10 years now. So go check them out. Maybe get some blood work done, get some blood work drawn, and get feeling back to yourself. Get feeling back to your youthful self, your youthful nature, right over there at RejuvaMe Medical. Go check them out at their website, RejuvaMeMedical.com. See their list of services they can provide you or a spouse, whoever it is. Also, peptides. We're about to get in the peptide game. We just talked to them yesterday about it. We're scheduling an appointment here pretty soon. Peptides for everything. Get feeling better, get looking better. Oh, we're going to be like superhumans walking around here. Not a big deal.
It's not if you go to RejuvaMe.
It's not a huge deal at all. So go check them out. Get feeling better. There's no excuses. It's a thing. There's a fix for it.
Like Rob Van Winkle once said, if there was a problem, I'll solve it.
Yeah.
That's what they do over at RejuvaMe.
Mm-hmm. And they do it the best. I was counting you got Polaroids over here on the wall?
Yeah.
From
years ago.
Past years.
Yeah.
And I was counting the Polaroids. Y'all take pictures, you and T-Bob, and with whoever the guest was or somebody in here. And I counted 5 backward L's from you, Jake.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Shockingly embarrassing for you. Bad luck.
I've always told you I didn't care about it as much as you did.
No, apparently you love it.
I actually would take backwards L pictures and send them to you.
Oh, Brian Kelly's doing it. I got to do it now.
To you, Bull, and Jesse.
I want to be just like PK.
I would send them to y'all.
Yeah.
Backwards.
But you were serious, though.
I'd say like 40% serious, 60% trolling you. So, yeah, look.
You were just sitting there. I'm so excited for this third year of the BK era. I'm going to adopt his backward L.
If I told you I wasn't excited when they hired him, thinking it was going to be much better than it was, I'd be a liar. I don't know how you do sports radio. I guess you do it like everybody else. I don't. I admit when I was wrong, and I was wrong on that.
I only do it for 6 months.
Yeah, well, I guess you do it like everybody else. I didn't say how long you've been doing it. I was wrong.
So are you here to admit about the backward L? That you were wrong when you did the backward L?
I'll still do it. I was more wrong about Brian Kelly being good at LSU or highly successful. He's okay. Not where he needed to be. Backwards L. Back like it never left. just like us.
It stinks. Get rid of it.
Off the bench.
Go to Rouses.com.
They don't do the backward L there.
Maybe. You never know. Go to Rouses.com to
They don't
find that
have to fake
location
it.
nearest you.
They don't have to fake spirit.
Go to weekly ads. Why? Because there's great savings. Go get all your holiday meals there at your local Rouses.
Bro.
Complete with sides, desserts, everything for your holiday party, for Christmas Eve, for your Christmas lunch, for your Christmas dinner, whatever it is. Go to Rouses.com.
Did you just do that whole? You talked about Rouses, how great they were, and you did the dumb backwards L. That is not that. I want to apologize for my partner in crime over here. He didn't mean it.
God, my thumb's really jacked up from when
Rouses is better than that. They're above the backward L. They're like the opposite of the backward L. They actually can do everything that they say they're going to do. They don't have to fake it because they're the best. They're the best grocery store around. They support Louisiana. So get your groceries there. Rouses Market.